All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So Mike Williams met with the media for the first time as a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers, what he thinks went wrong with the New York Jets. Now, and by the way, of course, I'll leave the video link down below in the description box. And as we all know, the Steelers acquired Preston Smith from the Green Bay Packers as well. So cool little, double veteran addition for the Steelers squad. But Mike was asked why it didn't work out with the Jets. Williams referenced the injury. He said that Aaron Rodgers is a really detailed guy, and with Mike Williams coming in, obviously post ACL tear, and quick little side note, Mike Williams only played in 3 games last year. So not only do you have to come back from the injury, but you also have that rust factor as well. Also, another side note, Mike Williams has more yards, more catches, and more touchdowns in those 3 appearances for the Chargers a year ago compared to the 9 games that he played in with the Jets. Crazy, man. That's crazy. But anyway, Mike goes on to say that, with him not having like a steady training camp, a steady preseason and whatnot, it was really hard to build that chemistry with a guy like Rodgers who's just so detail oriented. And I got to be honest, that does make sense. That totally makes sense. I like Mike a lot. I like his skill set. I'm wishing him nothing but the best moving forward. It sucks to see him, because I remember when the Jets signed him, like that was big news. I was fired up. Lots of Jets fans were fired up. And because we're thinking, okay, we finally have someone who can really stretch the field vertically. We have someone with a big catch radius, someone who can make plays on the outside, one-on-one, box corners out. He was a big play machine with the Chargers. And you look back to 2023 with the New York Jets offense, big plays just simply did not exist outside of the Garrett Wilson slant against the Dallas Cowboys early in the year and a couple Breece Hall plays and take it to the house. But here we are. Mike Williams is a Steeler, and the Jets added the extra 5th-round pick. I really didn't mind the compensation back in return. I mean, just think of the some of the good players in this Jets defense. Jamie Sherwood, 5th-round pick. DJ Reed, 5th-round pick, although we didn't draft him. Michael Carter is a 5th-round pick, so you can clearly get value in the 5th round. You can find some solid pieces in that 5th round. My issue with the trade, and I don't want to be negative again here. I mean, there's just so much negativity this season, but again, me just being 100% transparent and honest, my issue with the trade didn't come out until hours later, right? Later on that night, it comes out that the New York Jets are paying Mike Williams not only just this season, some of his deal, but they're paying him just under $6 million for next year. Mike Williams signed a 1-year contract with the Jets. The whole point in trading away for, veteran players on 1-year deals, one of the biggest benefits, you clear the money and you're essentially trading a half year for an extra draft pick, which in turn becomes a 4-year contract, 4-year rookie deal if that player works out. Again, clearing this money is a good thing. That's one of the benefits from letting go of 1-year contracts, right? Expiring deals that you just don't envision back on the roster for, the following year. And what blows my mind is this is the second instance where the New York Jets, when it comes to the financials of the contract in a trade, in my opinion, they just have not gotten the better end of the bargain here, right? When the news came out about Davante Adams, it was a conditional 4th that could jump to a 2. And then it was reported, I want to say a half hour later, no, it's not a 4th, it's a 3rd. It's a conditional 3rd that could jump to a 2. And I'm thinking, okay, it is what it is. We still land Davante Adams, sweet. And then a couple hours later, news comes out that it's not only just a 3rd that could jump to a 2nd, but the Jets are taking the entire Davante Adams deal. And of course, he goes on to restructure the contract. But I mean, you listen to guys around the NFL, no one saw the Raiders, A, potentially getting a 2nd-round pick for Davante, and B, no team out there was going to take Adams' full contract. And the fact that the Raiders got like 1.5, they got the money gone, and they were able to recoup a 3 that could jump to a 2. I mean, that's a sweet deal. So the financials, again, bit of a question mark here. I don't like continuing to carry the dead money into following seasons with guys that just simply are not on your roster, right? That's what dead money is. And we've seen this Jets regime push so much money into the future, there's always been a lot of dead money. Now, you can argue, okay, well, the Jets have a lot of that dead money coming off the books this season. And so next year, it's not necessarily a clean slate, but we have a lot of room in cap space. I believe it's over $60 million, $70 million. But the counter argument to that is, all right, well, the Jets have a lot of expiring deals this season. In other words, just guys' contracts are running out. So, yes, we have a lot of cap space. Yes, that is positive. But hypothetically, we have to figure out tons of positions. DJ Reed, Tyler Conklin, Morgan Moses, Tyron Smith, I want to say the entire safety room. Ashton Davis is on a one-year deal. Jalen Mills is on a one-year deal. Chuck Clark is on a one-year deal. Who else, right? We have Javon Kinlaw's on a one-year deal. Lecky Fotu's on a one-year deal. There's a lot of one-year types. Hassan Reddick is a one-year thing at this point. Let's just hypothetically say we let all those guys go, which isn't inherently a bad thing because it's not like all of these players are performing at the top of their level. But, it's when it comes to a positional need perspective, we're going to have a lot of them. Again, assuming that that most of these guys don't come back. I'm talking we're going to need 2 safeties, we're going to need 2 defensive tackles, we might need an edge rusher, we might need a starting tight end. There's going to starting right tackle. There's going to be a lot of positions to address, but that's a problem for this offseason. And based off the Joe Douglas press conference yesterday, it doesn't even sound like his exact response to the future is whatever happens. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on the Mike Williams trade. Do you think Pittsburgh got good value? Are you fine with what the Jets got back? Or are you kind of bummed out about the financials? Like, again, I honestly was fine with the trade. I mean, we talked about the numbers before. If the Jets are just going to continue to not throw his way and just not use him, I really don't mind getting an extra draft pick, for next season. But what kills me is the Jets are going to be paying Mike Williams almost $6 million for next season. So pretty confusing on that front, if I'm being honest. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.